Hello everybody, my name is Achara, and this is Eco Global Survival, day 11 on my community server number 7 at that. I am about 18 hours, I think, away. Yeah, 18 hours away from my next star. So that'll happen just when I go to bed tonight. I will not see that star in this episode. It'll be tomorrow. We know what we're doing. We're taking oil drilling. Speaking of oil drilling, how many oil drillers are there? How many advanced masons are there? We got 3 advanced masons. We have 3 oil drillers. I'll be the 4th. We have 2 in industry. We only have 1 in electronics, just El Tozo. But El Tozo's pretty reliable, so that should be fine. And we have, looks like, 3 in composites. Those were all the new ones. Oh, and what about the foods? We have 2 advanced cooks. And, okay, advanced baking still has not been researched. But I guess people didn't really prioritize that because milled goods were in relatively short supply, so people were probably pretty hesitant to grab baking, and I don't blame them. I believe I sold out of glass and iron products and glass working table. I have a glass working table coming. I'll get some more tools down here as well. It's weird. People keep buying my tools. Oh no, I take that back. But they hadn't really been selling me um, broken ones, but that obviously changed last night. There's some broken ones here. So I'll get these fixed up. I'll get some glass on the market. I'll get some iron on the market. But my big priority today, wow, they sold me this one. It's not even really all that broke. But I got to get all this oil junk out of my inventory. It's taking up a lot of space. That shovel, wow, that shovel's not even really all that damaged. Big goal today is get the oil drilling done. The field, my oil field, which is way up here. This is my oil field. I got some work to do. That is good. That's fine. It's good to have a goal for the day, and that is a pretty big, important goal. So let's get these repaired, get these on the market. I'll get some iron bars, some pipes, some glass in the market, and then it will be time to focus on the oil field. Oh, that did not work. All right, so I will be back with an update on the oil field soon. Out at the oil field in all kinds of progress. I got my pump jacks down. I got my large lumber stockpile down. Could I get this one closer? It is hard to place large lumber stockpiles. Not my favorite part of this game. Right there. Is that one closer? Hey, look at that. Beautiful. All right. So yeah, these are in really good spot. They're all about a minute and a half, except for the last one per barrel. Minute 36. I think they're mostly all minute 36. Except for the last one isn't quite as good. I think it's like 220, which is fine. Yeah, 220 is still fine. I think one of them was actually a little shorter. 131. I thought one of them was like 112. Maybe not. 131. Okay. 131, 136, even 220 is fine. 136. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so we got our large lumber stockpile down. So now we need to got our water pump down. We still need a bunch of stuff. We need our steam engine. We need our refinery. We need our waste filter. We need a windmill to power this. I'm assuming there's no wind turbines yet, so I'm going to have to go coal power for now. So I still got my work cut out for me. Got to get a bunch more hewn logs down. I didn't have any pipes in stock. As you can see, if you look in the top right corner, I'm currently making some pipes. So that'll handle that little issue. So obviously I'm going to have to make one trip at least back to my base. And I might not have enough hewn logs. I just made a bunch more hewn logs as well. Oh, there's the amount we have in our hand right there. I greatly overestimated how many I had in my hand. But this should be good. This'll work. I may need to claim a little more as well. Yeah, that might be okay. But I mean, I have 37 claim papers. It's fine. I do have modern upgrade ones. I have 3 for everything out here, and the stuff will be back at the base as well. But I'd like to get some modern upgrade 2s. I know Republic of Raider can make them, but when I look at the map, where's Republic's place? If you look here, they have them queued. Modern upgrade 2's queued. Oh, yeah, some 012 steel plates. So Republic's waiting on steel plates. I'm not sure who makes steel plates off the top of my head. Uh, anyway, because I believe Sully is close to or already ready to make MU3s, right? So getting MU2s and MU3s would go a long way. So that is all the hewn logs. Yeah, I'm gonna need some hewn logs. So I'll go back to base here, pick up those hewn logs, pick up those pipes, bring them out, and I should be able to get everything ready. Obviously, I'm still waiting for my star, 16 and a half hours out. But once I get that, we will be an oil baron. Well, one of many oil barons on the server. Um, yeah, I know Sully's probably getting similar numbers as me. Or I guess technically it's Sam, not Sully. Their parent, just Sully's on way more often and way more active in chat. So I apologize, Sam, giving Sully credit for your work. So they have a good spot for oil as well, probably about as good as mine. But like Dora and Ishmael aren't quite as good. Here's Dora's little field there, and Ishmael's down here. Solid spot. So he moved. He was right here. He wasn't getting near enough oil. It was 9 minutes per oil, he said, which is, that's not good enough, right? That is not near good enough. And so Goody, or I assume Goody dug out this tunnel while I slept last night. Goody, of course, is in Australia, so while I'm sleeping, Goody's busy digging tunnels because Goody lives down here. Just a nice little starter hut. But Goody's been on my server. This is like Goody's 5th server of mine. Very prolific builder, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Goody comes up with. Nice to see Goody back. Alright, so I'm going to head back to my base. Going to pick up my my pipes and my hewn logs, and hopefully that'll be enough. I may need to make another batch of hewn. Of course, I mean, but my little platform doesn't need to be hewn logs, right? It's just what I've been doing. I don't want to change it, right? Like, I don't want to have it be half hewn logs and half mortar stone or whatever. So, yeah. If I have to cut down a couple more trees, I'll cut down a couple more trees. Okay, I have everything all set up at the oil field. We have a windmill. It's providing at least 200 power, which is enough for the mechanical water pump. Pump comes up, goes over to the steam engine. I do need to acquire some coal for it, though. Or, alternatively, if any loggers are watching, this is the part of the game where people will start buying charcoal. Just FYI. It would be nice if I could replace this with the wind turbine eventually. That's not today. I don't think there's any wind turbines out there. I doubt there is. The electronic stuff just isn't common enough yet. No, there's no wind turbines. I didn't think so. But I'm assuming this is going to be close enough to these. It might not be. I might have to move it over a little bit, and if that's the case, that's fine. I'm going to leave some pipes here in case that happens, and then so the water goes there, and it also goes over to the refinery, which also needs coal. I may have to make myself a coal mine because I know Sully was saying that he needs coal as well. I mean, he has a coal mine in his basement, but obviously he doesn't have time to mine it. And then, of course, the sewage comes to the waste filter, and the clean water from the waste filter goes down into the pond. And I think I mentioned this before, but Edible made this little water source for me. I believe Edible was making Republic of Raider a water source from this pond, so it was going right by my property, and Edible asked if I wanted the little pond. I said, sure. Right? Why not? Why wouldn't I want a pond? So I'm now 15 and change hours away. Well, that'll go down in a minute because I have a craving for a fruit salad. So that will boost my food back up over 90 once I eat some fruit salad, but I don't have any on me. Yeah, once that time's up, I will have oil drilling. Hopefully I can acquire some coal by then. Well, let's look at it. So, I mean, coal can be anywhere. Can be literally anywhere. But it's always under the marsh, right? There's no road district through this one, through this coal. So it would be quite a... I mean, I could kind of use somebody else's road. Like Kitty made a road here for her coal. or I could come down here. But a lot of people already have claims in this patch for their own little coal mine, right? Um, but maybe I can come down, make my own little claim, maybe right here or something, somewhere, because I'm gonna need a lot of coal, especially if I go advanced smelting with my next star. But we'll see how much charcoal gets on the market. If the loggers can get some charcoal on the market, that'll take care of a lot of that. So now I need to go back home. I need to make myself a little tier 3 workshop. I did acquire an electronics assembly, so I have everything I need now. I just need, well, I think I have enough reinforced concrete to do it. I'm hoping. So I'm going to try to get that set up. Hopefully I do, and then I will be ready to get oil drilling while I sleep tonight. Couple quick side notes as I prepare to do my workshop renovation here. If there's ever somebody's property that is no longer active, if you're interested in buying one of those properties, and I'm talking if they've been offline for 10 days or more, which, you know, there's going to be people that fit that bill at this point. Oh, I did not mean, I didn't mean to take the wall there, but the wall's got to go eventually anyway. If you want to take over their property, let me or another admin know, and basically we will put it up for sale, and you'll be able to buy the property, is how we're going to do it. Basically at the cost of 75 loonies per claim, right? Plus a little extra on top for the government. The government needs to make money somehow, right? Also, one other thing I want to mention with my oil field. Let me get a look at the map here. Tarudin has a couple of fields up here. Papayas, pineapples, and taro roots. I am hoping that my oil doesn't pollute and ruin your fields, Teru. I'm hoping. If it does, I apologize. If I see the pollution creeping out and it's an issue, I might move my refinery maybe over here or over here. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here. With the waste filter, I think it'll be okay. I'm hoping, but it is something I'm mindful of. I don't want to ruin people's fields, especially when we're having so many issues with crops. Although I think Calorie coming back from vacation has somewhat alleviated that pressure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments, guys and girls. But yeah. Anyway, I just want to mention those two little things. While I work on this, I will be back once this little project is done. I have most of the workshop switched over to reinforced concrete. Obviously not the roof, because before I took the red roof off, I checked and it wasn't big enough for these two tables, right? So I need to make it bigger. So I think I'll just make it one higher. It'll look a little weird, but like nobody will see it, you know, from the road. Like you won't be able to see that this part is raised. So I don't really care if it's a little awkward. Speaking of awkward, there we go. And boom. So we're going to raise it up one. That should, I hope, be enough. I think it will be. Fingers crossed that this will be big enough. But I got both the machines down, obviously. And this room, and the masonry table's tucked in the corner here. Literally, I tried to put the masonry table back in here, and it literally puts the room, so the room size is 189 cubic meters. Putting the masonry table here puts it to 190. Literally one over, which kind of sucked, right? But it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I do think I have enough reinforced concrete, and whatever I don't use, I'll put on the market, because I know there's not a lot of reinforced concrete right now, and I don't want to, not trying to hoard it by any stretch. So let's get some roof sides here, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah, so like I was talking about my food bonus, it's up to 94 now that I satisfied that craving. So we're looking at 14 and a half hours, which will, yeah, well, yeah, I'll be like right in the middle of my sleep cycle at that point. So I will not be on when that happens, but it means when I wake up tomorrow, we'll be ready to go. All right, so let's, yeah, let's just, we can talk while I finish this. Well, nah, I'll come back when it's done. All right, so I raised the roof, literally. my workshop. So now I can fit all this and the masonry table. And there's enough space. And the tiers 3, which is what we were hoping for. I did it right when I did the shop. The only thing is, in order to have both of these reach all 4 stockpiles, I want to have the door in the middle. Instead, I had to put the door over here. So that's a little awkward. But I wanted them to reach all the stockpiles. It's just easier that way. I kind of forgot too that this table uses power. So there's no power right now, but just need to put some coal in here and then we'll be good to go. There's no point in doing that until we actually have glass working. We're ready to go. I am looking forward to when we have wind turbines so I can get rid of this pipe. I'm assuming and hoping that that water pump can actually pump water all the way up here. If not, not sure what I'm going to do. Not sure what my plan would be. Maybe take this whole workshop apart and just build it somewhere else. Like maybe, I don't know. I don't know where else I would build it though, right? Because the whole thing, my obsession with being connected to stockpiles would kind of fall apart if I did that, right? But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. So let's go take a look what some of my neighbors are doing. Hey, look, Oak Tree Drive, but that is not where we're going. We are going this way. We're going to look at Simon. We're going to look at Hans. We're going to look at Freakmonger and Icebox. And maybe that's it. Maybe a little more. So Simon's place has greatly changed since last time we were out here. Simon and Ubuntu, I should say. And thank you, Simon, for the support. Helps out a lot. But yeah, if you don't want to do Patreon and you want to support me, at the bottom of this video and all my videos, there's a little thanks button. You can give money that way through YouTube. Or send me a DM on Discord if you're more comfortable just like direct PayPal payment. That's fine too. So that's what Simon did. Simon supported me that way. I appreciate it very much. It's a nice looking stockpile holder, I gotta say. Then we got Ubuntu's bakery over here. I think they're expanding it, I assume, is why, because it was done. They must be working on it. Then over here, we got the mansion, Simon and Ubuntu, made with lumber. This is a nice looking house. I gotta say, this is a really nice looking house they have here. Probably a pretty good little housing bonus too. Would say, if I had to guess, I'd say it's a pretty decent housing bonus. And then we got Hans's place. So Hans's place has changed quite a bit. Same style with the black bricks, like for accent, but I think it was just all hewn logs. Now it's a mix of hewn and lumber. Are these windows lumber as well? I think so. Yeah. There is hewn. Like the roof looks hewn, right? And this is hewn, obviously. The Hans Express. And then we come over. Was this wall always here? I guess so. I guess they just cleared it out. Instead of making a tunnel, they just cleared the whole thing, which makes sense. And then Freakmonger store. Ooh, what do they got going on here? The Icebox Foodery. I'm looking forward to seeing what this ends up being. It's got some definite some brick stuff on the go. Should be interesting. Alright, so I'm just going to head over towards town and show off a couple of new builds there as well. Okay, I'm just at Axel's place, which is just through the tunnel. That's my house right over there. So it's finished. Last time we were here, I think it was a work in progress. But the interior especially, I want to point out, I love the black and white brick for the floor tile. Like this is really nice. It's a lot of, actually, that's probably a lot of black and white brick too. Overall, like that's, hey, chef's kiss to that, Axel. I definitely like the black and white better than the straight black. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the straight black, yeah, I think it needs to be broken up. I feel like I'm going to fall through the world almost, right? But I love the black and white together for sure. And then also I want to point out that, no, I already mentioned it about buying property, didn't I? Never mind. Xandra has her property here. She's starting to build. She's got some black bricks, some purple bricks. She had something else with pink before, but she must Be changing it. Anyway, work in progress, so I'm not going to focus too much on that. We'll come back when it's done. Sully, also work in progress, but let's just fly up so you can see the main part of it. You can see him working as we speak, putting some windows in. But we got pink, purple. I'm gonna say purple bricks. We got some pink bricks. Got some red bricks with black between them. Yeah, this must be an insane housing bonus. Look at that. And then we got the FFT, Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know. I don't know what else FFT would stand for. Because, I mean, I think this is Josh's place, isn't it? Or is this somebody else? Oh, it's Captain Grunt's Guard. Oh, it's Food for Thought. Grunt and Spirit. That's the name of their store is Food for Thought. My bad. It's not Final Fantasy Tactics. It's Food for Thought. So Josh, oh, they must have just squeaked in a little claim because Josh is right here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Ooh, is this Josh's place as well? Or is it, I just think everywhere is Josh. Nope, this is Bidet's place. Bidet. Lots of gray brick. Looking good. Very good. Nice. I didn't even realize this was here. And then the upper floor is white brick, I want to say. It's funny because it's all white brick, but it's different shades, right? Which adds to it for sure. That's the government building. And do we have time? Yeah, let's check out Hood's building a lighthouse down here. So I don't know if it's still the case, but this crane was up for if you wanted to try to use it, you could just come and to fart around with it. But yeah, this lighthouse is, ooh, there's a lot of bricks and some purple glass. So the ships will be safe. The ships will not wreck on our shores because of the lighthouse. Play with the crane. And whose house is this? Truman's Wharf. Hood. Okay, this is Hood's as well. Mortared granite. Remember how earlier, a couple videos ago, I said I didn't like mortared granite? I take that back. I like the mortared granite. I like all the specialty mortared stones, right? The granite, the limestone, the sandstone. I think they're an underrated building material. Then over here we have Phoenix Furniture Store. That is Dr. Old Cola. Oh, I didn't realize they had property here because they live way up there. I didn't realize they had property right in town. You can tell I haven't been down this way a whole lot, right? All right, and then let's quickly look at Griffin's spot here. No, you know what? Everybody else will come take a quick look at or a good look at all that in a later video. That's going to be all for this one. Want to save something for the next video, right? Don't want to go too crazy right now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to check out the server, you got to join my Discord first. Link in the description down below to that. Also a link to my Twitter and to my Patreon. Any support would be greatly appreciated. You know, the server's not free, although I have enough Patreon support now that it is essentially free. You know, I'm not trying to guilt people into paying for the server at this point. But you know, trying to make it as a full-time YouTuber, I do not make nearly enough from the ad revenue right now. So any support is greatly appreciated. Shout out to all my patrons. Yeah, that's all for this one. In the next one, we will have oil drilling. We will officially oil drill. And as the server is pretty mature now, I would say we're probably going to be looking at videos only every 2 days. Maybe 2 every 3 days, you know what I mean? But I doubt the videos will be daily. Just because, you know, we're not going to get another skill for probably going to be over a week, I would say, right? There's just less happening, right, as the server matures. But yeah, that's all for this one. Be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.